Hello everyone and welcome to lecture number 15. In the last lecture we have seen mismatch in series connection, the reason for getting hotspots. We have seen mismatch in series connection. Then we have seen hotspots and bypass diodes, and we have seen bypass diodes, right? We have seen bypass diodes, right? What are hotspots and how we can get rid of hotspots using bypass diode, right? Now, today we will see mismatch in parallel connection, right? Today we will see that how mismatch occurs in parallel connection, and we'll see mismatch in parallel connection, right? We will see the mismatch in parallel connection and how it is going to affect the modules and arrays, right? Now, before going to mismatch in parallel connection, I would just like to draw the attention for IV characteristics, because I think let us recall that thing, that how we study the IV characteristics and why we are studying in the first quadrant, why we are not studying in the fourth quadrant, right? We will just consider a simple PN junction, a simple ordinary PN junction diode, right? We are just considering a simple PN junction ordinary diode. Now we know that we have already studied the PN junction since our 12th standard, and we know the IV characteristics. We know the IV characteristics of a PN junction. It will be like right? This is the IV characteristics of a simple PN junction diode, right? A ordinary PN junction diode, right? A PN junction diode, where this is the forward bias region and this is the reverse bias, right? This is the forward bias and this is the reverse bias, right? This is the forward bias and this is the reverse bias. Now, if we take the case of a solar cell, then this part will try to shift towards the fourth quadrant. This part of the forward bias will try to shift in the fourth quadrant. Why? Because PN junction in solar cell is working as a source itself, because it itself solar cell is generating voltage and current, right? So this graph for solar cell, it will looks like this, right? It will looks like this, and this is nothing but photo generated region, right? This is nothing but the photo generated region. Now you may have came across to the cases where we are considering that we are just considering this part of IV, right? This part of IV. Now, I am just taking this topic to point of view to don't get confused in the IV characteristics, right? This I think you might have got clear that this is the ordinary part of a PN junction ordinary diode. The IV characteristics when we consider for a solar cell, it's shifting towards the fourth quadrant because it itself is generating voltage and current, right? So this is nothing but on the fourth quadrant. This is the IV of a solar cell. This is the IV of solar cell. Now, for our simplicity, remember one thing, we are just taking a mirror image of the fourth quadrant into first quadrant. We are taking just a mirror image of fourth quadrant to first quadrant. So this part will look like this, right? So this is, I am just taking this topic for just clarification point of view. So don't get confused that why we are taking first quadrant in some of the topics or exercise and why actually it is been generating in the fourth quadrant. This is, we are considering only for our simplification, for our simplicity, right? So I just want to make this clarification regarding the IV characteristics of a solar cell and PN junction, right? Don't get confused over there. Now let us go back to our topic. We'll go back to our topic, that is mismatch in parallel connection. Let us go back to our topic, that is mismatch in parallel connection. Right now, the parallel connection will be something like this, right? So this is nothing but the parallel connection, where both the diodes, both the solar cells are connected in parallel, right? We can also take the top view of that. This is nothing but the parallel connection using, this is just the top view of a solar cell. Don't get confused. This one is the symbol of a PN junction, right? Which we are using instead of a solar cell. And this is nothing but the top view of a solar cell, right? Top view of a solar cell. Now, in case of parallel connection also, we may have unequal
ISC1 and ISC2. We may also have unequal VOC1 and VOC2, right? Now over here, if the current, if we consider the case of current, if we consider the case of a current, then that is not going to make any problem, because I total will be equals to ISC1 plus ISC2 for parallel connection. For parallel connection. Remember, for parallel connection, I total will be equals to ISC1 plus ISC2. So whatever will be the amount of ISC1 and ISC2, they are not going to affect each other. They are not going to affect each other. Suppose this is 9 milliampere and this is 10 milliampere. So total will be 19 milliampere. Total will be 19 milliampere. So total will be 19 milliampere. So that is not going to affect, right? Now, current is not going to make effect, any kind of effect in parallel connection. Not, but if we have mismatch, in voltage, that is VOC1 and VOC2 are different, then that is going to have effect on the total IV. So that is going to have effect on the total IV characteristics of a parallel connection, right? So that is going to have a total IV effect on the IV characteristics of a parallel connection. Let us see that what will be the effect. Now, let us take the IV of both of it. Now, this is for cell 2 and this one is for cell 1, right? So, both, this is voltage axis, this is current axis. Now, let us assume that both the cells are having two different voltages, right? Both the cells are having two different voltages, right? Now, what happens if both the cells are connected in parallel having two different voltages? That is, cell 1 is having higher voltage than cell 2. Cell 1 is having higher voltage than cell 2. Now, as both the cells are connected in parallel, then they will have their operating point, let us say over here, and we can extend that like this. We can extend that like this. Now, the cell 2 will go like this, and
Now the operating point of cell 2 will be over here. The operating point of cell 2 will be over here. Why? Because due to cell 1 is generating more amount of voltage, one of the cell will be in the forward bias which will be in the more towards the forward bias region as compared to the another cell, right? Now this will deviate the operating point of whole system. Actually, in practice, parallel mismatch are not to be found and they are not making any major problems to the modules. But let us see the mirror image. The mirror image will be mirror image of cell 1 and cell 2. Then it will be and mirror image of cell 2 will be so actually the operating point of the parallel connected solar cells will be somewhat in the first quadrant, will be in the fourth quadrant in this mismatch, because this is of cell 1, this is of cell 2, right? So as we are taking in the fourth to first, this will be in the forward bias region. So this is the problem that is being generated in the parallel connected solar cell. This is what we have just taken for consideration to study that what is going to happen in parallel connection. But in general, in practice, there are less number of issues and problems associated with the parallel connection of solar cells, and they are least found. Least found means they are hardly found anywhere. In general, all problems will be related to the series connected solar cells, right? Further, if we think about, this is what we have studied, with respect to series and parallel connection of solar cells, right? This is what we have studied, the series and parallel connection of solar cell, and mismatch in series and parallel connection of solar cell. We have studied the parallel connection mismatch also. That is, I hardly found in practice, but let us think about instead of solar cell mismatch in series and parallel connection of modules, because we know that modules are connected in series and parallel connection to each other to increase the total power of a system, So similarly, as what we have studied in solar cell, similar kind of mismatch can occur in modules also. Why? Because modules are also connected in series and parallel, right? To increase the total power of system, modules are
also connected in series and parallel. To increase the total power of a system, modules are also connected in series and parallel connection, as similar to the solar cells. As similar to solar cells. Right? As similar to solar cells. Now let us see that how modules are connected. We have already seen, but let us see one of the picture. This is nothing but the module which we have seen. Now let us replicate it. This is nothing but I have replicated the 4 modules, and that can be connected, that those can be connected in series and parallel connection, right? In series and parallel connection, right? So this is not a series and parallel connection of it. Now further, the mismatch can occur in module itself, module them itself. So over here also we can think of, if this module get damaged, then the current flowing through this terminals will be blocked. In the same way, what we have used in the individual solar cell series connection, we can also use the bypass diodes. We can use the bypass diodes over here also. In such a way that if case the modules get damaged, then the bypass diode will comes into picture. The bypass diode will come into picture, and it will save the whole system, right? This bypass diode will be connected individually to all the systems, in this way. I am just using one bypass diode. In textbook or the reading material, you can see 2 bypass diodes are also connected to increase the risk of getting damaged the systems. People also use more than 1 or more than 2 bypass diodes. This is just for our explanation, our understanding, right? So this is all about the mismatch in the modules. Now one more thing comes into picture when you use batteries, right? Now in the daytime photovoltaic modules will generate a power in the form of voltage and current that is going to store power is stored in batteries, right? In batteries. But you imagine, you think about that, at night time, no power will be generated. At night time, no power will be generated, and no power will be generated by this modules and arrays. And during night time, what happens that a fully charged battery charged battery batteries will have, this module will have a loading effect on batteries. Means this modules itself will act as a load. The module itself, module of a solar cell, modules of a solar cells will itself act as a source to the batteries. Means the current will flow from battery to the module. The current will be flowing from battery to the module. From battery to the module. So the direction of the current will be in the reverse. So direction of current will be in the reverse. That is in the night time, when the modules, solar cell modules, are not generating power. So to avoid the current flow, to avoid the flow of a current, to avoid the flow of a power from battery to modules in the reverse direction, that is saving the power from battery to modules, we will use the blocking diodes. We will use blocking diodes. We use blocking diodes. Now, the blocking diodes will be connected in between two modules. Something like this. Blocking diode will be connected in between two modules at this position. Right? Blocking diode will be connected between modules at this position. Right? What the blocking diode do? Blocking diode is nothing but a diode which is blocking the flow of current, blocking the flow of a power from battery to the modules. From battery to the modules. From battery to the modules. It will block the flow of current from battery to modules. That is not required, because at night time this solar cell itself is a PN junction, and PN junction itself can offer a load because it's a semiconductor to the batteries. So during the daytime the power will be generated and it will be stored in the battery. During daytime the power will be generated and it will be stored in the battery. But during night time no power will be generated. No power will be generated from modules, from solar cells. And it may happen that if it is connected directly, to over here, to this terminals, then this power will be again consumed by the PN junctions, because PN junction is nothing but a circuit, and circuit can act as a load to the battery, right? So in order to stop the flow, of this from battery to power, we use blocking diodes. Right? These are blocking diodes, right? So this is all about the blocking diodes. Okay.